my page, man, because he was like, nah, fuck that. I'm shutting down the whole page. I'm shutting down the whole page. Now they trying to make me feel some type of way about being on YouTube. Because they, now they trying to make me feel some type of way because of being on YouTube, because they failed at their YouTube careers. All right. How much you gonna pay me, nigga? How much you gonna pay me? How much you gonna pay me? A 25-hour not going live challenge? How much you gonna pay me, my nigga? Hit the Cash App. I'll take your challenge. Hit the Cash App, nigga. I'll take your challenge. So how much you gonna pay me, nigga? How much you gonna pay me, nigga? I'll take your challenge. Nigga, I don't got to defeat the ladies beefing. That's you, nigga. Yo, behind the bar, don't get me started, man. You and artists started this whole shit, nigga. Don't get me started. That's why you hiding, nigga. That's why you say, yo, I'm retiring, man. It's getting too hot. All right, now go ahead, Sean Banks. You can do a reaction. I'll pay you a day's worth of what? What? Wait a minute. I got dyslexia, man. I got dyslexia, my nigga. I don't know what that. I don't know what you said right there, my nigga. I don't know what you said right there, man. No. That's not why they beefing, nigga. I heard it. They said it. They said it, nigga. It's your fault, nigga. You got Simba in some shit. Shit, and that nigga left. That nigga got too hot. That nigga left. That nigga done abandoned Simba. Nigga, you better fire that page back up, nigga. You better fire that page back up, nigga. You better fire that page back up, nigga. That nigga said, yo, this is what I'm making this month. $200. Nigga said it's not worth it, man. He said, I make double that in a day. I make double that in a day delivering milk. It's not a lie, nigga. It's your fault, nigga. What you talk about, man? Go check the live. Go check the live. Jayla said it. Behind the bar, nigga. Yep. You like starting trouble. You like going around to people's chats and all that, starting trouble and shit. That's what you do, nigga. Don't try to put this on me. Yo, that nigga was just using me. Listen, y'all, right now, he just got home. That nigga was on the road trying to stay up. You know, my show was entertaining, kept that nigga up. You feel what I'm saying? Now he ready to go in the house and go to sleep. No, 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 no. She blamed you, nigga. Behind the bar. Behind the bar, nigga. You. Because you want to go do some awards. Because artists was doing awards. You want to go do the awards. And then artists start going back and forth with you. Okay. All right, behind him. Okay, man. Here, man. Here, this nigga right here, man. Here, man. You just trying to use me to stay up on your job. Go ahead, man. Here, man. This nigga right here, man. Don't nobody else hit the link. I will not let you up here. Don't do it to yourself. Hit the link, nigga. Yo, Linda, this nigga is not from Philly, Linda. He tricked you, Linda. This nigga is not from Philly. No, I'm not dropping the link for you, Juice-K. Juice-K, stay your ass down there. Juice-K probably tipsy right now. Juice-K, stay your ass down there, Juice-K. Don't come up here. I knew it. You hear it? He on the road, y'all. You hear it?
Getting started, man. You know I need to use you to keep me up all night. What's wrong with you?
Yo, man, you know you started this shit behind the bar. Stop fronting.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We haven't had this conversation yet. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you
so,
doing my lady.
All the ladies is going and doing your show. Shout out to King Troll. Love the ladies. Excellent concept. I enjoy it. It's fire, right? Yeah. How the hell are you blaming me for these women online beefing with each other? How is it behind the bars fault? These beefs are stemming from your interviews that you're doing.
What
Simba must have went online and said she ain't fucking with none of these bitches like that. They phony, they fake, all that type of shit. She said it out of her mouth as a grown woman. Jayla responded and felt some type of way. It felt like she was throwing shots at her, and they went back and forth. When Jayla went live first, she blamed KT. She said, "KT, take my fucking interview down, nigga." Did she not tell you that? She said that on her live and told you to take the interview down, and she blamed you. So how the freak you turn around and blame it on me? Make it make sense.
Because you missed the live when she came up here on my live talking about you, nigga. She said, yeah, behind the bars in Simba ear. Nigga, what you talk about? Did you see that? Did you see that? You didn't know that?
You didn't know that? You didn't know that? I'm over it. Okay. So you said Jayla said I'm in Simba's ear, right? That's your words.
Right.
So Jayla must be assuming that I'm in Simba's ear, like Simba doesn't have a mind of her own, like Simba already been letting the bitches know that she ain't really rocking with them like that. Already wanted Simba to be on Light Side and Dark Question to be a part of that crew. Simba turned the nigga down. Is it my fault too? Did I tell Simba don't fuck with them niggas on Light Side and don't join his crew? Make it make sense. So somebody's assuming that behind the bar has a battery in Simba's back telling Simba not to do this and not to do that or go at this person. First of all, when I interviewed Simba that time, I interviewed her a couple months ago, she was shooting at all them bitches. She did it on her own. I didn't tell her to do it. She wanted to do it. So how is it me? How is it my fault? It's your interviews that's doing this shit, my nigga.
So you just told me you interviewed her and she was shooting at them, but it's not your fault. But then you saying she was on my interview and it's my fault? Make it make sense, nigga.
Oh, okay. I like that. I like that. But okay, that's a good one. That's a good one, KT. But again, so that plays the same way. If it's not your fault because you interviewed them, it's not my fault. These women, the more of the story, KT, is what I'm saying is that these women have a mind of their own. And you're not telling Simba or Jayla, whoever, to shoot at these women, and neither am I. These women are grown women and they feel the way they feel. They feel how they feel. So it's not my fault. It's not your fault. That's the thing about some of these women out here. They don't want to take accountability. If you out here and if somebody noticed that you on some shiesty shit, you doing some sucker shit, and they address it, then they address it. All Simba did was prove herself right about how she feel about these women. I always say this, KT. You want somebody to know how you feel about them? Get them mad. Get them mad and see what they feel about them. As soon as Simba said what she said and got them mad, what they do? They gang up on her. They did a 6 hour live, and 7 bitches got on the panel, and they all attacked one woman, Simba, on her own. I seen Simba hold it down by her goddamn self without nobody trying to insert themselves in her situation. Why does it take 7 bitches to gang up on one female? Make it make sense.
So let me, you know what's the difference between me and you?
Talk to me.
I never had a problem with Jayla. Did you?
I never had a problem with her, but I made content about her one time.
Oh, so y'all never had no back and forth? You never, it was never.
I mean, she shot at me because she felt some type of way because I made contact on her. Yeah, you know what I mean? But how is that equivalent? But how is that equivalent to her assuming that I'm in Simba's ear? If Simba don't fuck with them, she don't fuck with them. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Well, if you had some type of issue with her before, maybe that's what made her feel like that you had some you was in, you had some influence in this.
Well, if I have influence, right? If somebody's inspired by what I do, that's their business. But as far as me going in somebody's ear and saying, "Hey, yo, shoot at this person, shoot at that person," I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. And they got some discrepancy before I even knew who a Simba was, before I knew who a Jayla was. They was already on the 050 team, and they was doing their thing, talking to each other in the back chat. This go further than me and you probably. They was on the 050 once upon a time. I didn't know nothing about somebody allegedly sending pennies and none of that type of shit. I don't know nothing about it. So I'm watching the show just like how you watching the show. So I don't know how, and not saying you, KT, because I know we just talking shit, but I heard the same thing you heard. Blame Bane the milkman. It got to be behind the bar. Why? Because I'm in her chat, and I'm over here in her chat talking shit, having fun, doing what I do. Like, make it make sense. Jayla, when me and Artie was going through what we was going through, Jayla made it clear. She said, "Nigga, she said, man, you can't shoot at Artie. You know I'm light side. It's light side all day, nigga." So she chose a side and said, it's light side all day, and I understand it. If it's light side all day and you team Artie and Artie can't do no wrong, even though Artie's the messiest nigga on YouTube, then it is what it is. I get it. We have biases. Everybody have their alliances, and it is what it is. But that narrative that behind the bar is telling Simba what to do, like what the hell? That shit is crazy.
Let me ask you a question. Did you do the interview with Simba before you and Jayla had an issue or after?
So when I did the interview with Simba, me and Jayla was on cordial terms. There was no issue whatsoever. I actually, the video I did about Jayla, me and her spoke about it, and I took the video down and I said, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have did that, because if you remember, she went on a whole rant and she was going off on like Chase. She was going off on Dice and people that she felt as though violated her, and I kind of did like a review of it. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't like how I did it, and I respected her wishes, and I took it down. You know what I mean? But I ain't got nothing to do with that.
That was before the Simba interview or after?
Yeah, that was after. Like me and Jayla squashed that situation earlier this year. You know what I mean? As far as me and her discrepancy. So no, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't think that Simba should take a shot at Jayla on our interview. She was taking shots at Eve and other women on my interview, but she didn't take shots at Jayla on our interview.
Well, I didn't think she was taking shots on my interview, but obviously, Jayla must have felt that way.
Because women have the intuition. Women understand their language. They know when females is throwing shots or whatever the situation is. So they picked it up, and I kind of heard it a little bit. I kind of could tell when she was saying what she was saying. I could tell like she was like basically saying, because I know Jayla had an interview with you and she was talking about that womanhood shit and we didn't stick together. And when Simba went on and kind of was like, I don't believe in that womanhood shit, I kind of assumed like, oh wow, that must be like a little subliminal shot right there. But I didn't know it was going to escalate to that. And Jayla went her live, and she was very, very direct when she spoke with Simba. You know what I mean? As far as subliminally concerned, and it is what it is. But again, I still don't understand the issue. If Simba don't really believe that there's friends on YouTube, because that's what, as you always see, I don't believe there's friends on YouTube. I think 99.9% of these people on this app is fake and phony. I preached that for years on YouTube. So if Simba realizes that what I said is the truth, and she's running with it, and she's saying, "Yo, I'm not none of y'all friends. I got friends in real life. Look at me. I want my sisters. I want my friends. We out here at the Lil Wayne concert in New Orleans. We living our life. I got real friends. I gotta respect that. That's some real shit to say. Ain't no friends on this app. This shit is fake. And all Simba did was prove that them women ain't really her friends anyway. They don't really fuck with her like that. Jealousy is a motherfucker.
Well, womanhood and friendship is two different things.
I disagree. In order to have some type of womanhood or bond, you got to have some type of friendship with each other. You can't have a womanhood and y'all sticking together and woman pride and all this other shit and not be friends with each other. And that's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong.
So you telling me that women that don't know each other don't have a womanhood?
How can you have a womanhood and a bond and it's almost like a fraternity, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm sorry, a sorority. You know, you're in a sorority, y'all in a crew with each other, y'all in the same sorority in the college, y'all kind of have a bond with each other and y'all do things together, build with each other. Even when you're a sorority, they dance at the same beat of the drum with each other. So you gotta have some type of chemistry there in order for it to be some type of womanhood, if you was to ask me.
Nah, it's like man. It's like a man. Men have a certain type of respect for one another, even though if they don't know each other and shit like that. That's what type of shit is. You don't have to know each other to have a certain type of respect and shit like that for each other.
I think respect is earned. You know what I mean? Like I don't think respect is something that just should be given to anybody. I'm not going to respect you just because. Just because. I mean, I'll be cordial and I ain't got to violate or disrespect, but I got to
Right.
respect you. You know what I mean?
That's respect. So when you meet somebody when for the first time, you're respectful, not disrespectful, right? For the most part.
I guess so, but you can't compare it to what we're saying as far as a womanhood is concerned. A womanhood, to me, is women getting together, speaking on their issues and problems, trying to come together to make themselves better. And one person in the crew not feeling right, they all come together and they all on one accord and they empower women empowerment and all this other kumbaya type shit. And Simba, like, listen, I watch the sector. I'm part of the dirty sector, and I watch you bitches every day trade on each other, stab each other in the back, talk about each other, and disrespect each other, and very catty and all types of shit. So she see what's going on. She see the phoniness, and she called it out.
Well, I say this. Maybe we both don't know what a womanhood. We gotta ask the ladies what they think a womanhood is, because I wouldn't know to tell you the truth. I'm just assuming. I'm just
All right, so what's a
assuming.
brotherhood, KT? What would you consider a brotherhood? If me, you, and a couple other guys was to form a brotherhood, what would you define that as? What would be the stipulations of a brotherhood?
A brotherhood or like a because you saying womanhood like a brotherhood is like it's like a sisterhood. That's two different things. Now, if you talk about like a brotherhood and a sisterhood, that's more personal and all of that. But I'm talking about you said womanhood, right? You said like a womanhood and a man. Like I'm just thinking like that's a mutual respect for the women, to carry themselves being cordial and shit like that. They don't gotta like each other, they don't gotta fuck with each other, but they also, don't gotta violate and fight with each other and get into certain shit. So
And that's not a
that
woman. That's not a hood to me. That's an acquaintance. You know what I mean? If you guys ain't coming together and trying to come together for some type of cause or to build or to bond, then it's nothing but acquaintances. You know what I mean? In my opinion, in order to
right.
form some type of union, it's a union. It's like let's use the terminology as a gang. You know what I mean? You guys are a gang. Y'all ride together. Y'all die together. Y'all supposed to be loyal to one another and shit like that. It's the same shit, minus what comes with being in the game. You know what I mean?
Nah, I look at it as a mutual respect. Like I don't think we gotta like each other and fuck with each other for us to, have a mutual respect and have a code of ethics and shit like that. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't think I gotta like if we decide, say me and you is going back and forth, and we decide, we ain't gonna go back and forth no more. We just ain't gonna fuck with each other. That don't mean we gotta like each other and all that. That just mean we ain't gonna be, going at each other and shit.
True, but the word that they was using was womanhood, womanhood, womanhood. You know what I mean? So that's the word that they're using. So to me, it sounds like because the whole purpose of, if I could be wrong, the whole purpose of King Troll Love the Ladies is for everybody to kind of get to know one another your audience get to know the female content creators on this particular sector, and for them to understand one another at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So, you know, I guess the goal at the end of the day was for some people to try to form some type of union with one another. You know what I mean? And to me, I think it's impossible. You know what I mean? Someone like me who's been watching the sector since it's been created, I could tell that, you know what I mean, most of these unions is full of shit.
Yeah, well, my show is really for people to get to know the ladies individually. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they decided that they want to form some type of union and all that, that's on them. But I'm saying, like, if you talk about womanhood and manhood, manhood just mean that you carry yourself like a man. You know, you respectful. And shit like that. Like, it's different from being like childish or a boy. This is, manhood is like a certain type of mutual respect and understanding that we have as men. It's codes and shit like that we have as men. So when you say manhood, but when you say brotherhood, that's a different thing. Like, that's more personal and friends and shit like that. But as far as manhood, we don't gotta know each other to respect each other as men. You feel what I'm saying?
Well said, well said. So I'll ask you, what would be the issue? Like, if Simba said what she said on her channel, that she don't believe in this womanhood bullshit and da 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 da, if that's how she feel, why would anybody feel offended or want to make a live ranting about how somebody feels about not wanting to formulate a womanhood according to your definition? What would be the issue?
Because I guess I wouldn't know the issue because I don't know the ins and outs of what they had went through. I didn't even know they ever had a problem. Like, I didn't know you and Jayla ever had a problem. I didn't know none of this type of shit. And just thought, because from what I seen, she was on your platform before. She said she fucked with you and all that. So I never know y'all ever had an issue. Just like I never knew her and Simba ever had an issue. So that shit was kind of left field for me.
All right, and I'm gonna piggyback on what you said, and I didn't know that Jayla and Simba had an issue. But when me and Artist was going back and forth with the whole YouTube awards, and Artist was talking about threatening to come to my house and try to, get me hurt, and his cousin gonna do this, that, and the third, Jayla picked the side and said, "Well, I'm light side. You can't be shooting that Artist. That's my boy. I'm light side. So you're wrong behind the bar. You're wrong because Artist, my man, is light side, and I totally respect it. I get it. People have their alliances, and it's at the end of the day, if it's me against Artie, in her eyes, it's Team Artie, no matter if Artie is wrong. So I respect it, and I left it alone. Period. So by me kind of falling back from her, I guess she's assuming that I'm in Simba's ear. Not one time have you heard Simba say, "Oh, behind the bar told me to do this," or none of that type of shit. She's assuming and insinuating that I'm telling Simba to do something like Simba not a grown ass woman with her own mind. And that's what's wrong with what's going on with certain people. They sit back here and make assumptions and assume that I'm the one that could convince grown ass Simba to attack anybody. That shit crazy.
Nah, I get it, but I'm just saying if she had an issue with both of y'all, um, maybe that's what she thought. Like, I didn't. That's what I'm saying. So I like, I can't say because I don't know what type of issues she had with any of y'all. So I don't know what's going through her mind. I don't know what's going through y'all mind. I didn't even know. To tell you the truth, when Simba was saying the sisterhood thing, I didn't even think about Jayla. I thought about because I feel like everybody was kind of talking like that. Melly Mel, Tiara, everybody was kind of talking like that. The ladies need to stop not fighting. Not let the niggas influence them and shit like that. So I didn't even think about it was like a personal attack towards a specific person. You feel what I'm saying?
And that's the cop out right there because and this is in general, how weak of a person can you be, right? To allow an individual, say, women allowing men to put a battery in their back to do whatever to influence them to do anything in a negative aspect. Like, oh, the man is the one that's causing the confusion between the women. It's the men. So you mean to tell me the women don't have a mind of their own to use their brain and say, oh, hell no, nigga, I'm not in high school. You can't manipulate me. to sit back and go against my sister because of such and such? Hell no. So that's the cop out. Like a lot of women use that cop out. Oh, I'm a female, and you men are supposed to be a role model for us and all this other bullshit. No, that's bullshit. That's a
But
cop out.
this is a male dominated sector, so even some niggas be bending and folding to stay a part of a certain crowd or whoever got influence on here. So imagine how it is for the females. The females don't really have their own like cult or crew. They gotta be a part of somebody, a male dominated crew. You see what
And
I'm
you
saying?
and you hit the nail on the head. You know that you know what you just said to me? That showed me that a lot of these people on this app is not even at the level of their age, meaning that these people are in their 30s, 40s, some of these people are in their 50s and
Mm-hmm.
are still being able to be finessed and manipulated at a certain age. Like some people never grow up. Like so, okay, you are like that's some high school shit when you sit back and think about it.
Right.
Oh, my friend told me that I can't to do this and go do that, and I can't be friends with you, and I got to go here and I got what kind of kindergarten and middle school shit we talking about at the end of the day for grown ass motherfuckers this app to sit back and blame somebody else for their fall off or somebody because they was influenced by another motherfucker. Make it make sense.
Well,
So
it's
the
kind
moral of the
of
story, KT. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it's kind of like when you feel like, oh, fuck the dirty sector and all of that, and that makes people who fuck with you have to feel like they have to choose between you and the dirty sector. You see what I'm saying?
I never give people an ultimatum. You say this too,
No, I'm
KT.
not
If anybody,
saying you don't give them an ultimatum, but naturally, a motherfucker, if they fuck with you, if they feel like they want to be a part of your situation, and they know you feel some type of way about certain people, then they probably ain't gonna fuck with those people because they don't want to jeopardize whatever connection or relationship they have with you.
then shame on them. Shame on them for feeling that type of way that they feel as though they have to sit back and literally choose between my Hold on, I'm gonna come up. Um, I'm sorry, I'm at work and shit. Shame on them for feeling as though if I'm coming on here and I'm breaking down a story and I'm telling the truth and bringing in receipts about what I'm talking about, if you feel as though that you have to choose because I said, and I'm talking about a particular sector, what goes on here and how phony and fake these motherfuckers are. Because when I come in here and I break down a story, I would just come on here and talk shit. I said, look at these motherfuckers. Last week, these motherfuckers was best friends. Now they violating each other and talking about each other's mothers and shit like that. Look how fake they are. Now they kumbaya right now. Look at these fuck niggas over here making up the breakup. Look at these niggas. They were just talking about each other. This cocksucker just docked them last week. Now they back on the same goddamn team. Make it make sense. That's all I do. I'm breaking down and showing niggas the facts and showing niggas if you coming around here, the same thing that you doing over here. Over here showing people what's going on and teaching people like, listen, if you're gonna come over here, you better have a thick skin, don't drop in the chat, blah, 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 blah. So when I come over to this sector and I break these niggas down with the truth, because I ain't never come on this bitch and have to lie on none of these niggas. I said most of these niggas is phony and fake, and they're hypocrites. The niggas on their team that sitting back doing some fuck shit they would ignore, but would pay attention to the next nigga doing the same thing. These niggas is hypocritical. Why the fuck are you talking about what's going on with this team when the nigga on your squad is a major fuck boy? Nigga, you can't talk about other niggas if you sitting back turn a blind eye to the nigga that's on your team. These niggas is fake. That's what I said.
Yeah, but you don't have like teams and stuff where you have certain people that's on your team that be doing some fucked up.
Hell no. Hell no. I know you used to troll me back in the day, say behind the bars of coat. Man, I ain't none of that shit, man. I tell people all the time, man, come over here. You can come over here, but you're free to go where you want to go. This ain't no coat over here. Have fun on behind the bar. This is a non-biased platform. Come over here and have fun. You know, come over here and have fun. I don't like to really claim a sector because when you claim a sector, it puts you in the box. But I'm most familiar in the dirty sector because I've been here, been there one of the longest people over here. I'm one of the pioneers of the dirty sector. I'm the one who helped build the dirty sector. I know everything about these cocksuckers over here. I don't trust none of these niggas. All them niggas, most of these motherfuckers over here is fake. They fake and they hypocrites. These niggas is hypocrites, man. You know what I mean? So, but more of the story, though. Long story short, because I ain't want to drag this out too much. I had nothing to do with what happened with these ladies, nigga. I'm a spectator looking in just like how you looking in. And when I seen Jayla go live in Black on and go in on Simba, I was scratching my head. Saying, God damn, what the fuck did I miss? I was kind of confused at first, and then I heard her blame you at first. It was like KT, take down my live and this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. I knew I shouldn't have did this interview, da 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 da. And then I heard her saying that behind the bar must be in her ear. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even
Yeah.
know Simba was gonna go live when she went live. When Simba went live and she blacked out and shit like that, I had nothing to do with that. I didn't know she was gonna do that. She didn't ask my permission. None of that shit. Like, what the fuck?
I think Jayla said that because the stuff she said in the interview about, sticking together and the ladies and all that, it kind of like now it makes her look like, after this shit happened and all that, it makes her feel like, why did I even say that? So now the interview is out there, and I think that's why she wanted me to take it down, and she regretted doing it because it made her look like, it made her look crazy because she's talking about sisterhood and all that, and then so then other females is like, fuck the sisterhood shit and all that. You feel me?
But Simba's not the only female that feel that way as far as the women is concerned. There's a few female content creators on this side of YouTube that agree with Simba as far as like, man, I'm not hooking up and trying to form some type of sisterhood with y'all women. I see what's going on. These women ain't
But
stupid.
none of them
A lot of
said
you
it on
are
an interview, right? None of them said that shit on an interview. Like everybody was
not
like,
really in an interview, not really in an interview, but I like, for example, I hear Melly Mel talk sometimes, and she kind of on the same level. Like, she don't really fuck with these bitches like that for the most part. You know what I mean? She kind of on some shit like she a solo act for the most part. She ain't got to team up with none of these women. You know what I mean? I just give you an example of a
yeah, but
female on this app.
she was kind of pulling up. She was sharing some of the female shit, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's fine, and that's totally fine. And that's okay. But the more of the story is, there's some females on this app that know that some of these bitches on here is shiesty and can't be trusted, and I decline your offer as far as forming some type of sisterhood or alliance with you guys, and that's okay. I tell
Right.
people this all the time, man. You got to be a solo act on here, man. You have to be a solo act because you can't sit back and depend on people because people are too wishy washy. You know what I mean? They love you today, they hate you tomorrow. How many times I come across people where, oh, behind the bar, I love you. You have great content. You're the best. You're the best. Like Jimmy P, the cocksucker down there. That nigga used to be my biggest fan. And then what happened with me in Bronx River, the nigga just turned on me. He just one of them cocksuckers that turned on me after they was originally like, my biggest fans. Oh, you have great content, BDB. You're the greatest. You're the greatest. Next thing you know, they flip on you like flapjacks. You did nothing to them. That's the name of the game. They're gonna
Right.
flip on you for the most mischievous things in the world. You could do nothing to these cocksuckers, and they will
But
flip on you based upon how somebody else felt about you.
yeah, but they could have, according to your ideology, they could have never flipped on you, and if you didn't think they was on your side,
I don't really understand that one right there. Oh, say that again.
because you said they flipped on you. Like me personally, if somebody do some shit and they, if one day they fucking with me and then the next day they be on some other shit. Like a lot of this times it happened to me with a lot of these niggas on here and shit. I don't take it personal because I never thought they was on my side in the first place. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's where the friends to none things come in. Because if you get your heart in this shit too much and you think somebody's your friend because they say they love your content or they hit your cash app or they hit you. Look at you. Giving examples of you. Niggas that was biggest fan turned on you for nothing. You know what I mean? So it's the name of the game. So you can't get disappointed in these motherfuckers because that's what happens in this game on YouTube. It's what happens. Oh
Yeah,
shit, these niggas
yeah,
were just my best friend last week, and then this week they beefing with me. Like, make it make sense.
yeah.
Oh,
But I never felt like that nigga was on my, like, that's what I'm trying to say. You said Jimmy P used to be on your side and he flipped on you. I don't feel like niggas flipped on me because I never believed that they was on my side for them to be able to flip on me. You feel what I'm saying?
right. Right, like Jimmy P's an untalented drunk motherfucker that just goes on a panel and just babbles for hours at a time. Has no talent. But once nigga that was my biggest fan behind the bar, oh my god, I love your content. And the nigga just flipped on me. The nigga talking about me to this day. That's why I'm responding to him. He was on live, like he's live right now on another channel while on your channel. What kind of loser, low life nigga is that when you sit back and think about it? Like how the fuck you live and you in KT chat and you want to live right now? This nigga has no motherfucking life. And that's what
Do you,
happens. And I was just trolling you earlier about damn you live all day. I'm trolling, talking shit. But it's people like him that literally have nothing going on for themselves. It's a drunk, stinking Haitian bastard. And shout out to the Haitians, but he's a stinking Haitian bastard. You stinking Haitian bastard. Go on the live right now and talk shit about me, nigga. Trash ass nigga. You're trash. You was my biggest fan, you cocksucker.
See, people do that all the time, but you are going in on a nigga, but I don't want to let. I
No,
ain't
but
gonna let
what I'm
nobody.
saying to you, an hour ago, he was on the live talking shit about me. I said, what the fuck? I ain't even do nothing to this cocksucker. Why he talk? Why my name in his mouth an hour ago? An
Yeah,
hour ago.
it was a nigga up there talking shit about me, but I don't feel no type of way about it. Like,
Right. I'm just saying. I'm showing you how phony these niggas are. I use him as an example because I see him in the live talking shit right now. I use him as an example. These motherfuckers love you today and will turn on you for absolutely nothing. You know what I mean? So if people are starting to realize that the people in the sector that can't be trusted, how can we get mad at Simba for not trusting nobody to really want to be cool with on this sector? She said, no, I got friends in real life. I don't really want to be friends with.
what? I knew this nigga was an AI. This nigga's an android. I knew behind the ball wasn't human. This nigga's an android, man. This nigga's malfunctioning and shit. Gil Prince, salute. Technical difficulty. This nigga's an android, man. He's not human, man. I told y'all.
Yo, KT, you can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
I lost connection. I didn't hear you for the past 30 seconds. What I missed?
Nah, I said I knew you was an android, nigga. You not human. You was malfunctioning and shit. That's why.
Oh yeah, my shit. You know how this shit, the Bluetooth connection, all that type of shit. But now I wanted to clear the air on that because I'm retired and shit like that, and I haven't had a chance to clear the air on that. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with Jayla, but Jayla clearly said that she chose a side. She ain't fucking with me because me and artists going through what they were going through. So it is what it is. So she's assuming because of what she said that she picking Team Artie over me. She's assuming that I must sent Simba to attack her. But I'm here to clear the air. No, I ain't sent her to attack her.
So
No, I ain't got nothing to do with
when you
that.
coming out of retirement, because you retire every year.
Listen, you saw what I said, right? I worked a month and gained $221 for that shit. KT, ain't nobody over here, but you know that,
But
man. Ain't
my
nobody
nigga,
on this
you
side.
just got monetized. You've been doing this for years, and then you got monetized for a couple of months, and then now you talk about there's no money over here. What the fuck?
All right. So as you probably know, I don't know if you know or not, right? I decided to let Artie go ahead and do the YouTube awards without the interference. Artie don't realize
Right.
I was actually throwing the nigga alley oop, and he don't even realize it. Like sometimes I'm thinking like some things is some things what's understood don't need to be explained. What I mean by that is that if I'm going on live and say, nah, fuck that, I'm doing the YouTube awards, I'm the originator of it, blah blah blah, I'm actually bringing a lot of attention to his YouTube awards. He
Right.
took it personal, talking about how he want to kill me, and he got people that live in my neighborhood. His cousin, he sent pictures of me to his cousin to do this, that, blah, blah, blah. So he's so stupid, he don't realize that I'm actually promoting the nigga. Like, I don't really give a fuck about doing that shit. That shit ain't gonna do nothing for me. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I looked around and I said, man, this shit is corny at the end of the day. You can have this shit. Do the YouTube awards. I mean, what difference does it make? If I do it, you do it, who gives a shit, right? So
Right.
you know, I decided to say, you know what, let the nigga do it. I'm gonna fall back and just enjoy the festivities at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But I am the one. I don't know if you remember KT, but I started like doing awards on YouTube, giving people awards for silly shit though. You know what I mean? When I did it, I wasn't giving it away for like best content creator and shit like that. I was doing it for silly shit. You know what I mean? Like trolling niggas and saying like the goofiest dance award. I think I gave that to Misunderstood last year when she got up on my show and was dancing to some music and shit like that while she was high as fuck on meth. You know what I mean? And I was trolling people, trolling Pink Sugar and shit like that about her gaining weight and losing weight and all that type of shit, like catfishing and shit. So I was just
Yeah,
having
I
fun with
think
my
G'd
awards.
Up
I did
Quinn.
right.
I think G'd Up Quinn had an award shit too. The Tubies or some
Oh,
shit. If I'm not mistaken.
okay. I don't know nothing about that. You know what I mean? But if he did,
But
more power to him.
none of y'all to keep it real, none of y'all fucking with that nigga Carlos awards, man. That nigga
That's funny
Carlos.
as shit. Shout out to my nigga Carlos. I actually like Carlos, yo. I like Carlos, man. He's very a genuine guy. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely like him, man. I was really worried about him that day when he was running across the highway and shit like that on Grid Moolah channel. Like he ready to commit suicide and shit. But that's a whole nother story,
So
man.
what you not doing? The awards got to do with you retiring. Like, what was that about?
I'm just kind of turned off a little bit, yo. Every once in a while, man, you know, you need a break on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I gotta feel it, and lately I haven't really been feeling it. And the crazy part about it is that people say, "Yo, why would you stop now when your numbers are starting to go up and you start to get donations and you're now monetized?" Just like how you just said, it doesn't make any sense. But it's like,
Right.
if it's something that you just like, if you're not having, I always say, if you're not having fun with this shit, I'm not doing this shit. And right now, I'm not really having fun. I'd rather watch y'all niggas have fun and hit the link every once in a while and jump in and chat. But I don't need this shit. You know, as you know what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? Like I'm working right now. You know, doing my thing and shit like that. And I got some other things that I be doing outside of YouTube and shit. So it's like I ain't fucking with these phony ass people anyway. These niggas is so phony, and you see it too. I know I ain't not to throw you in it, but you know what time it is, man. You ain't stupid. You know what I
My
mean?
nigga,
That's why
this
when
is
I
not
see
real. This shit never been real
right,
to me, my nigga.
yeah,
So
when I
I,
see like somebody was trying to get you to take wrenches today and trying to tell you what to do, like you don't know what's going on. Like niggas be trying to tell niggas what to do with their channels. That shit is weird, yo. Like, mind your business, right? People be trying to run up people. Don't have this person. Why you get this person a wrench? Like, what? Nigga, this is my channel. These people are weird, yo. These people are weird, so I just fall back from the weirdness, bro. Y'all got it, man. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have this shit. Ain't worth it, man. Ain't worth it.
so what about the
Phony
drunkles?
motherfucker. What about them?
Why you don't let them utilize your channel so they can grow their
You know
platform?
what's funny? I always tell them, whenever y'all want to utilize behind the bar, y'all can have it. You know what they say? I don't want that shit. I don't want it.
I believe
Because no disrespect to them, they'll tell you this. Like Breezy, he don't really consider himself a content creator. You know what I mean? None
right.
of them really. They come on there just for a chat line for the shits and giggles. They don't really take it that serious. They go live a couple times a month, do their thing, and they just having fun with it. They're not really trying to take it serious. And I don't really blame them, to be honest with you. You know, I don't
How
blame them
about
for
how
not wanting
about
to take
Lady Fresh?
Lady Fresh has been, you know, she's been busy, you know, with her career, so she hasn't been able to go live in a while. But you know, she hasn't been live, and I want to say a good like 9 to 10 months. You know what I mean? So she's
Yeah.
wrapped up. You know, they damn their doctors and shit. They do surgery on people's hairlines and all that type of shit. So they busy. They traveling. You know, they travel from. They in the airplane every week. They on the airplane going to a different city. So they ain't got time for YouTube like that. To be honest
It
with
looked like Pink Sugar making a comeback.
you. Yeah, I see her. I see her making moves and shit. I see her. You know what I mean? But yo, KT, I wanted to clear the air though. You know what I mean? I want to come in. You know, I'm always gonna troll you no matter what. Just like how you gonna troll me.
Oh
But
yeah,
I
yeah,
wanted to
you
clear
know.
the air on that, my nigga. Like
Did
J
you
Law,
see
if you
my
listening,
did you see my retirement my retirement troll?
nah, I don't know if I seen that.
Yeah, I
I know you
took
did a
your
reaction
whole
video.
thumbnail. Yeah, I took your whole thumbnail.
Oh
I act like
yes,
I was
yes.
retired.
I seen it. 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 You know what I mean? But I wanted to clear the air because I don't know next time if I'm gonna do a next time I do a live, probably a while. But I wanted to clear the air. I didn't want that narrative to go by. I'm in somebody's ear telling her to attack women on the app. Like if Simba was to do that shit, I'll tell man, you know, shout out to Simba. You know, Simba, I fuck with her. But if Simba was to do that on my court, I'm like, yo, you weak. You gonna do that because I told you to do it, not because you want to do it. I said, nah, and Simba don't even come off as weak to me. You know what I mean? Simba's not weak. Oh, I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack such and such because behind the bar told me to attack. Like what the? I don't got that. I wish I had that by the pull, nigga. I ain't got no pull like that to say sick 'em. I ain't got that pull. You know what I
But you
mean?
know,
Simba did that on her own.
y'all got like mutual I won't say ops and shit like that, but you know, it could look like that, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's what's going on, but it could look like that when people have mutual people that they don't rock with and then they fucking with each other, shit like that.
Yo, bro, these women been throwing shots at Simba on this app for mad months right now. They dissing her, calling her all types of names because she got her Eve chick. talk about kids today. I heard Eve talk Simba today. Simba got as little like 5, 6 years old, and some Eve going on somebody's channel today. Whose channel she was on? I don't want to shout them out anyway. That's not right. But today, a few hours ago, Eve, this is Simba little kids, 5 and 6 years old, and y'all, that's the people y'all, and not saying you specifically. Oh, that's the people we co-sign. We co-sign people like Eve, violating little 5-year-old girls, talking about her kids is ugly. Like make it make sense.
Well, you know, they could say the
And
same thing about.
I'm gonna respect that.
They could say the same thing about, you know, people who fuck with Roski and other people on here like that. So, you know, that's how that shit is on here. Everybody fuck with people who be doing fucked up shit on here.
No, but I'm saying the person in general. You never hear me talk about nobody's kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
I done heard her say it on your channel. You gotta be like, "Yo, chill, no kids." You gotta tell her no kids over and over again, and she still will disrespect you and still talk about somebody's kids. You know, that's the people that on this app that I say, you can't come on this app preaching to motherfuckers. You can't come on this app preaching to people and try to make it seem like you're some type of good Samaritan when you talk about people's 5-year-old kids and or your little kid is ugly and shit like that. Make it make sense.
Yeah, I had Rocky and artists up here. They was going in. They talk about kids and shit. I had to shut them down.
Yeah, shut that shit down, man. You know what I mean? These people are weird on this app. You know what I mean? But nah, man, I'm definitely not out here putting no battery in nobody's back. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit, yo. Yeah.
But you know, you do be starting some shit up, man. I ain't saying this and all that, but you know, sometimes
everybody does. Everybody does. Like on this particular app, it's the hypocrisy for me. I'm on here not to be nobody's friend. I'm on here making content. So if I gotta make content, because I'm gonna ask y'all the right question, I'm gonna say the right thing, I'm gonna stir some shit every once in a while. I'm gonna ask y'all the questions. This is what the sector is built on. So for anybody that's in the comment section, anybody in the comment section saying, "Oh, you're an instigator," you need people like me to come on this motherfucker and instigate. You need people like Rossi to come on this shit and instigate. You need all these motherfuckers that come on here and KB coming on here instigating. He gonna call me an instigator today, and that's all he does. It's the hypocrisy for me. How can somebody call me an instigator that instigates all day long?
Yeah,
somebody make it make sense.
I'm just saying that because, you know, this is why people might feel like, you know, you instigated some, you know, shit like that. I'm not saying that's what happened, but, you know, people be feeling certain type of ways, and, you know, maybe they got reasons and shit like that. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying, you know, this could be a possibility. You feel me? Yeah, shit for like I said,
this app, man, is full of fake, hypocritical motherfuckers, man. That's it. You know what I mean? You got a grown ass grandma talking about people's little 5-year-old daughters. That's some corny shit to me. I would never respect that. Not coming from a fucking grandmother. Never. Come on, man. Niggas need to grow the fuck up. You can't call me immature and shit like that and say I instigate. Or you got grandmothers on this app violating 5-year-old little girls. Sucker shit. Sucker shit. I'm glad she went in on her ass. I'm glad she did. She deserved that shit. Fake ass motherfuckers. Motherfuckers is fake. It's another motherfucker that was talking shit about me. Leave me the fuck alone, nigga. Don't say nothing about this motherfucker. You know what I mean? But KT, had to get that shit off my chest, my nigga.
I hear you.
You heard? I appreciate you for dropping the link and letting me talk, my nigga. You heard?
No doubt, man.
All right, man. I'm off this shit, bro. I'll be listening.
All right, salute.
Salute.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on there, but that's what it is, man. Tell Jayla, you know, tune in and watch this shit. I don't know if she gonna feel some type of way, respond. You know, everybody watch this shit back, see what the fuck was said and all that. But, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I be trying to stay out the ladies shit, like I said. But it is what it is. It's deep, Juice K. Juice K said it's deep. Big Animal House.